From what you need to pack to how to prep and even a few hacks to stay organized, I'm here to help you feel like a champ to walk around your very first speech meet. Hi guys, today I'm going to give you some of the tea on how to literally slay your very first speech meet and how to walk out with some of those blue ribbons. And if you're nervous and don't know what to do and you don't think you're going to get one of these on your very first one, that's totally fine. I'm literally here to walk you through the entire way. The first thing you need to go over is how to pack. The first thing you're going to definitely need is a big bag where you're going to keep all the stuff that you're going to bring down your hands. The second thing you're going to need is a water bottle. This was one of the things I literally needed the most because I like to highly yapping about judges, competing, and just practicing your piece in general. The thing you're going to definitely want to bring is an extra pair of shoes because you are going to be walking around in either heels or your flats literally all day. And honestly, I suggest going for like a super stylish pair of sparkly sneakers. May or may not make a good term this year. But anyway, you're definitely going to want to pack like Crocs or just something that won't be killing your feet whenever you're just walking around waiting for awards or second rounds. The next thing you're going to want to bring is an extra pair of clothes if you're going on a long drive. Like for some of our meets, we might put it down to like different parts of the state just so we could like compete. So it would be nice to have something for the back of the bus ride like that. Some extra things I would suggest bringing are mints or gum and a charger for your phone. This also can help if like your friend is like needing to text their parent on their phone died. That's like one of my peak things to bring. Something else you should bring is money for like snacks and lunch. There's always pizza at speech meets and like different fast foods that you can buy for like $1 or $5 like once it gets there, and then $1 as the meet goes on. But definitely a good idea to bring some money, and also I would suggest packing all of this the night before. Okay, now that you know what to pack and what to bring, you're going to need to know how a speech meet works. So here's a step-by-step guide of how the speech meet is going to probably go down. First, I'm going to definitely tell you that a lot of speech meets end up a little wacky and sometimes a little off schedule. But don't worry, this is what the basis of what goes on with my team. So first, your school or team will arrive at their table or spot, which we like to call home base, and you're just gonna kind of just chill, spread out your stuff, get ready, maybe start practicing, meet up with your friends, find your rooms, that stuff. After that, your coach is probably going to have a team huddle where you either pray, do your chant. Our chant was a little cringe. Pump yourself up, just kind of let them know how the meet goes down. And then there'll be some time before the first round. The judges meetings will happen, and they'll let them know how it works, and they'll train them how to judge. And then the postings will be posted. This is basically a poster with like your event. So say I did pro poi, it would be your name, what room you were in, and just kind of where you're supposed to be and like your judge and who you're competing against. Then you're gonna go and you're gonna find a friend and you're gonna go find your room. I highly suggest having a friend with you and also like marking where you're going and remembering it, because some schools can be really difficult to navigate and really big. The postings for rooms will also be posted, will possibly be posted on SpeechBuyer too. The people running the speech meet will tell you at the very beginning if they're using SpeechBuyer, and I'll put more on that more. I'll go into SpeechBuyer a little more later. Next, you're going to definitely want a rundown of how the rounds work. So I'm going to go from the very beginning. You're going to start and you're going to walk into your room. Once you walk into your room, you're going to be like the judge is going to be like, who are you? You're going to tell them like, you're not going to tell them what school you're from. That's a big thing because that could like cause bias judging. But you go to your room slightly early. You wait till the judge comes. Do not go into the room without a judge, and also don't go into the room if the door is closed. This can mean a round's going on. So many bad things. Don't go into the room. Don't knock until you hear applause. Don't go in until you hear applause. That's the one rule. Or someone's guiding you in there. And then if you're double entered, you're going to want to tell the judge before you perform, so you can just go straight out and make it to your next round. Then you're gonna go and you're not gonna knock on the door. You're gonna wait till you hear pause, then you're gonna either knock or just open the door. And yeah. Once you finish your round, you're gonna definitely want to go back to home base. Make sure you thank your judge because they're doing all that. They're judging you. That's very nice after them. And then you're gonna go back to your team's home base. You're gonna get some water, grab a snack, and then you're gonna talk to your friends. Once they come out, you're like, how was your round? How are you doing? You're gonna cheer them up, support them. If they had a bad round, motivate them. If they had a good round, be like, yeah, you slay. Then you're gonna go to your next round, finish your next round. Then the school supporting around the third round, before final, if there is one, will have pizza, food, and you can go buy it and wait in line for it. Another thing about a middle school speech meet is that some don't have a final round. They just do 1, 2, 3, and then it's straight to awards. Now, a final round is basically where you go 1, 2, 3, the first 3 rounds, and the final round you go in, and if you make it. So it's basically going to be the same thing, like the postings come out, and if you make it, you make it. If you don't, you don't, and you go visit someone and watch them perform. Then you have to go through the annoying part, waiting for awards. This part is my personal least favorite and most nerve-wracking. But once you officially make it towards that long trudge, you get to finally enjoy the peace of mind that you know that you're done waiting. Now, there is a very, 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 not so very important rule in awards where you only do one clap whenever they're announcing all the others.
In third place, we have Labby Lano. In second place, we have Jim Bob. And in first place, we have Bob.
Definitely don't accept your awards like that, but that is kind of how the clapping works. Now, I know this is kind of weird, but it does help everything go a little faster, and I think it's one of the most practical ways. Then, after awards, it's time to pack up all your stuff and go head out. This is probably one of the saddest parts, because then you have to go home and adrenaline crash, which is not the best. But that's basically the basis of how a speech meet works. Now it's time for my not so favorite part, Speechwire. This is probably one of the most annoying websites you're ever going to use. This website is also very helpful. So this video is going over how to use everything in it. So we are going to go over a quick voiceover to
So here's Speechwire. You can go down and find your meet and click schematics if you're trying to find your room. Then you're going to click your event and click view. This meet didn't have anything posted yet, so it didn't show anything, but it will show the thing. And then if you're looking for final results, you can just zoom in here and it will have a check mark next to the box. Next, you can also click on yourself and try to find all the meets that you competed in all your places. You can also click this button and look for your seasons and go back. Like for an example, I clicked the last season I went to and it showed the 2 meets I went to that year. Now I did cover up all the places and like school and stuff to keep myself and others safe. But yeah, then you just click the same season again and you can go back. And that's pretty much the basics of Speechwire.
So that's it, your ultimate guide to how to ace your very first speech meet and walk out with some blue ribbons. I hope this really helped, and any veteran speech kids, make sure you comment down below any tips I forgot. And also, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys later!